HSP presents The Pulse. And now with your hosts, Dr. Quack and the important one, Mr. Mayhem.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to The Pulse. I'm back, Jack. It's Dr. Quack. And I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem. That's right. It's such a big show. The Lions roar. We're talking about the second half of it. If Vince McMahon can do a 2-day performance with a huge show, well, we can get back together and do a huge show for one day. We'll show you how to do it just on one day.
That's right. Now we have many guests in the back here, don't we?
That's right. But before we do that, we have to bring on our usual panel here. That means it's the Promo Damas, Brick Johnson.
The Promo Donis, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and I dread to do this one as well. Brick, your intern wanted to join us again because he said he felt he didn't get properly represented the last time and how much work he does for you. So we're returning intern Kyle.
Intern Kyle.
What's up, intern Kyle? I saw the surf video. It's pretty gnarly.
Right. We're going to go ahead and bring this guy on here. He's coming to us all the way from Paderborn, Germany. He is the German wrestling sensation. He is the Purge.
Oh, the Purge. He's awake.
We do apologize for the Purge being a little bit dark. It is 2 a.m. over there in Germany. So he's trying not to disturb his fiancé.
Just
Remember,
for a second.
Brick.
I said, shush. I want to ask you something.
No.
Why am I not booked on the Lions War? The greatest PPA Showdown champion is not booked on Lions War? Are you kidding me?
Huh, I can answer that totally, dude.
Shut up.
I can answer that. It's probably because you suck, man.
So fun.
I'm trying
to know that actually intern Kyle does not speak for the management here, Purge. We just, unfortunately, with all the things going on, we're trying to give people breaks on our way up to our championship showcase. And they felt that giving you a break because you have a lot of stuff going on with PPA would give you some time to concentrate. They did not mean to offend you.
Did it make you angry, Purge, that you didn't get booked?
This is something, what you're gonna say, Mr. Mayhem. This is really, I am a workhorse here. I worked 6 shows per week. And you want to, I need a break?
Purge.
Hell
advice.
No.
You know what you do? Put it in a promo. Put it in a high promo. Put it on screen that you're pissed off.
Listen to the Promo Donis.
Mr. Promo Donis. Mr. Promo Donis. Get a hold with management for like now 2 weeks. Reason why I am not booked.
Then get on
I need
there
to occupy
and
the
call somebody
polls.
out.
Anyway.
Quit complaining. Get out there and put a hype out there and call somebody out.
Purge,
anyways,
Purge, you just need to take it like a Kit Kat, man. Like break like a Kit Kat. Take a break, dude.
Anyways, I don't care. So man, do me a favor. Get me an opponent for that. I'm gonna whip his ass anyways.
Call somebody out.
I'm pretty sure that could be arranged. I can already feel that one.
All right. So you've heard it here first. Purge has made a challenge, and we guarantee the Purge that you will have a match on our April 14th show. The Purge will be facing somebody, and he's going to find out who it is on Friday.
Yeah. So let's see who else we got backstage.
That's right. Let's see. We've got, it's your boss. It's my boss. It's everybody's boss. It's the boss, Bossellini.
Bossellini making an appearance.
All right. And we're going to bring 2 more people on here. It looks like he just finished stuffing his face. So he's done having some time in catering. So let's go ahead and welcome him to the screen. I mean this with all honesty and sincerity. He enjoys the free catering that we give him. Ray, welcome to the show. All right. And the last person we've got here, he's become a fan favorite here. He's always gives great opinions. He's always got something to say. Give it up for him. He is the young gun, Stephen Faison. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We talked about the first half of the Lion's Roar, so we're coming to the second half of this show. And this guy here is really super popular. So let's talk about him first. We've got a triple threat match. Beaker, the very popular Beaker, taking on Trenton Kensington III, TK3, and AEP, Angelo Entertainment.
Good triple threat match there. 3 young up-and-comers here.
Oh, yeah. So, Brick, what's your thoughts on this one? I know you've been studying this one pretty carefully.
Brick, I want to ask you a question. What's the keys to the strategy of a triple threat match here?
Ooh, question.
The key.
I don't know. He ran away from it.
Hey, dude. Like, no disrespect, but it was Brick's turn to talk. So, like, make like a tree and leave or shut up. I get paid more than you.
Listen to the intern. Listen to the intern. He knows what he's talking about. He's kind of a smart man.
All right, so Brick, the same question.
The keys to a triple threat. Well, you got to look at both your opponents and yourself. So you got to talk about opponent 1 and opponent 2, but then also you've got to talk about yourself. So you want to do more about yourself than them, but you also want to trash them at the same time. So it's like a trifecta thing. I would do less of yourself and more about them and bad talk them, then put yourself kind of at the end. But that would be the key, is because you can't just sleep on one opponent. You have to talk about both and study both.
All righty. And then who do you have winning that match?
I'm going to go with AEP on this one. TK3 is okay. I'm not a big fan of Baker. I just think with just the way his antics and the way he does stuff, I'm just not a big fan of it.
You don't like Beaker Mania?
No. I don't like one. I don't like the voice. I think the voice is what gets me the most. Like, I feel like when you're a promo artist, you got to have that strong voice, the authoritative voice. I mean, you can be soft as well, but you got to have the voice. You can't be like this in your promo. Like, no one's going to take you serious.
All right.
So you got to be strong with that, and then he uses an animation face. I feel like it's not really a promo artist at that time. You're using more CGI than being yourself. Everybody else is their self, or they paint their face, or they use a mask. The only one that doesn't is Beaker, and I'm just not a fan of Beaker. My personal opinion, it's going to be AEP.
So he feels okay about Beaker. He just doesn't really hate him.
It's okay. So intern Kyle, what's your thoughts? I know you've been doing some studying, some research to get Promodamus's notes.
Yeah, man, like, I totally gotta agree with the boss, man. I don't mean like the tortellini boss dude. I'm talking about like the guy that like writes my checks. Like, Beaker's like, come on, man. You're not a promo artist, right? You're like a Saturday morning cartoon, bro. Like, we're not on acid or anything, man. Like, give it up. Like, it's totally ridiculous. I don't see how anyone can take him seriously. And TK3, like, I don't even know what that means for TK3. Like, he reminds me of them frat boys that used to come down from Berkeley all the time. They're a bunch of douchebags. I don't even like them. I don't like the gimmick. I don't like all of it. But AEP, man, he flows great, man. Like, he flows like the waves. Like when you catch one of them good 8-footers, you know what I'm saying, man? And just coast on in there. Yeah, AEP is going to coast to victory. Hey, Chris Rock, how's your face, man?
All right. Boss, what's your thoughts on this? Have you focused on other things?
People are loving the Showdown champion, the new Showdown champion, AEP.
Definitely. Boss, what's your thoughts? He's moving on. Oh, you're on mute, so there.
All right. So as I've been doing my research, Beaker has a following, and unlike Brick saying that he doesn't like him because he's a floating cartoon head. We've seen it before, probably see it again. But Beaker Mania has been running semi-wild. EC3, I mean TK3. You know, he has a little pizzazz to him. But right now, AEP, I think Kimbo Slice right now is he's happy. He has his fire behind him because he just won the championship. So he feels that I think he's gonna take that fire that he had from winning that title and come in this match and run rampant on these guys. So I'm gonna go with AEP.
All right, Rick.
What is wrong with you?
We apologize for bringing you on. I thought you had said you were ready, so we apologize that we didn't bring you. We brought you on a little early.
It's okay. I can take Mad Dog for a walk in a minute. He can wait like he's good at. Anyway, with that being said, first and foremost, aside from talking about the I want to say, in turn, Kyle, you spoke too early, man. I'm not too sure that you might not be on some acid. Just saying. With that being said, as far as the match, everybody wants to hate on Beaker, and don't get me wrong, he's got that girly, squeaky little voice that is just absolutely annoying.
Yeah, he sounds like you, bro.
But you had your turn, remember? You live by your own rules. Anyway, with that being said, you got this silver spoon-fed, arrogant little just child, PK3, that thinks he can come in here and do something. And honestly, throughout all of promo land, I have yet to see him cut one even remotely, even bottom tier level promo. So therefore, bad as I hate to say it, because I can't stand AEP neither. He bores me to death. My money's on AEP.
All right. Young Gun.
I think for the first time since I've been featured here on a Pulse, me and Rig actually agrees on something.
Wow.
I know all three of these cats really well, and I'm going to start with Beaker. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Beaker. I love it. It is hilarious to me. I'm very cheesy with my humor, and Beaker's cheesiness just does it for me. But with that slime ball, greasy, no good, SOB, TK3, I can't stand him. And that's one person I've been eyeing to get my hands on in other places, but I just haven't yet. And the fact that he's over here just, it does something different to me. However, I'm going to side with everyone here with AEP. And the only reason I'm giving the advantage to AEP is because the other two aren't necessarily used to working over here quite yet. They only had one match, and it was against each other. And now you're going up against someone like AEP, who's been kind of on a hot streak everywhere he's been at the moment. So I think AEP is going to get this one out.
All right. It's going to be tight. TK3 kind of shocked a few people when he did win that exhibition match between FTW and WGP. It kind of caught some people by surprise, but that proves he is somebody to be taken seriously. Beaker definitely is the fan favorite here. Everybody likes it. But yeah, AEP, since he's won that showdown title, I think he's got something to prove. It's going to be a tight match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, TK3 definitely, if he ever gets over that lack of confidence thing, he is going to be something. Because I'm telling you, the arrogance there he has is high. I don't know if he's going to live up to the hype here, but he is definitely, you can see he's a determined guy. But AEP, that's just impressive that he won his first championship this weekend.
Yeah, congratulations to AEP.
I'd like to say something real quick about what Mayhem said there about AEP. But see, this is the question that everybody must ask themselves. He went from being bottom tier, just irrelevant, to now he holds a championship, but he's still irrelevant. Is he going to make the big mistake of allowing it to go to his head and ruin what little bit of name he's built for himself already?
We will find out.
Yep, definitely will.
That is a good question, a good thought. All right, so we're going to talk about a tag team match here. And since we've got one member of the tag team here, let's go ahead and welcome in his partner, the Heathen. We have the Hellraisers.
What's going on, gentlemen?
So we've got one more person here that she always comes in. She always has a great opinion here. She's always got something important to say. No. So welcome to the show, Mary Sue. Mary Sue.
Hey, boys.
What it do? All right. So we'll start with Rig and the Heathen. Rig, you mentioned you were getting ready to take Mad Dog for a walk. Heathen's taking a moment here. So you were talking about taking Mad Dog for a walk, so I'll let you start. What's your thought process on the Highway Hellraisers and the Lifeblood? Is it going to be a blowout or is it going to be a close match?
I'm going to tell you like this. If you look at what we've done since we entered the tag team division, not just the tournament, every single match we've had has been a clean sweep all the way across the board with high scoring rankings and points. Now, I don't want to undermine my opponents. Lifeboard is decent at best. They might actually present somewhat of a challenge, but you always never know what to expect when it comes to the Highway Hellraisers. We're liable to pull anything out of our hat or wherever we want to. You never know what we're going to hit you with. We're not predictable in any way, shape, or form. So I believe that's going to be Lifeboard's downfall, as they are very predictable. And you will still see us go to the finals and be your first ever inaugural tag team champions to go with the gold that my brother already holds.
All right. So mentioning that, he's got his technical issues fixed. We asked the question between the Highway Hellraisers and the Lifeblood. Was it going to be a blowout or was it going to be close? Your Interstate Rebel brother said that they were a decent match, but you guys were going to go on to the finals. Give you a chance to talk.
Okay, first off, can y'all hear me okay? I'm testing out headphones.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I do not think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I think this is going to be one of the better challenges for the Highway Hellraisers because as of yet, it's been lackluster as shit, to say the least. So to actually see a challenge tossed our way, I think we're going to handle it, okay, fine. I don't see it being a major blowout, but we're still going to the finals. We're still going to win the thing because, we've done just about everything we've said we were going to do. I mean, obviously. So, yeah, there's really no doubt that we're going to take the whole thing.
Heathen, I got a question for you. Do you think you made the right decision going with Rig instead of going with Mad Dog through this tournament?
Really?
Do you honestly think I was going to waste my? I mean, okay, I'll give you credit for asking such a valid question. Do I think I made the best choice? Definitely. Look what Rig has done since me and him have got together. Since we've started this whole thing, most improved superstar of the mid-year, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
I do believe I'm correct in that. I'd like to think I got a little bit of motivation with that. And he pushes me just as much. I mean, things are about as good as they could be. So, yes, Mad Dog was a joke as a tag team partner. And I'll leave it as such.
All right. So let's go up to Brick for your thoughts on the Highway Hellraisers and the Lifeblood, and then we'll come around to the two.
I think, both teams are pretty good. The Highway Hellraisers, I will go with them as well, as much as I don't want to, but I think they're going to come out on top. I think everybody really wants to see them in the final and actually get beat just to make them humble. Because
humble.
You got either the whoever's going to win the other match. I think it's Shot Callers against Legendary Story. Whoever's going to win that, I think that team will win the overall inaugural tag team champions and put the Highway Hellraisers in their place. I mean, is it going to be a close match? I think it will be. In my personal humble opinion, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be very fun. I think, you got the Highway Hellraisers that are doing really well everywhere they go. They know each other, I feel like a lot better than the Lifeblood. Lifeblood's there. They won. They're both, coming in this match. We'll see what happens, but I'm going with Highway Hellraisers on this one.
All right. So you're basically already counting whoever wins the Hellraiser's Lifeblood match out, right? That's basically what you're saying. They're not going to win the titles no matter who wins that.
No.
All right. Okay. So, boss, I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here. We do not know who's going to win between the Shot Callers and the Legendary Story, but I'm going to let you answer as if you guys did win and move on to the finals. And who do you want to face if you guys go to the finals to crown the inaugural tag team champs, and why?
Okay, I'm gonna make it simple. The shot callers, we call our own shots, and of course, we would want the more challenging of the two teams. So of course, we would want to take on the Highway Hellraisers. Because they have that what's the word I can use? They have that ego where they feel that they're bigger than most.
We can back it up though.
I was about to say it's not
I'm speaking.
ego.
Shut your mouth.
You know what?
No.
How about you shut yours for a second?
How about this? How about I come to where you are and take that title that you got on your shoulder off your shoulder, and then I just be another champion on top of that, okay? Because it's the boss time to talk. So when the boss talks, you shut your mouth, okay?
Come and get it. Come and get it.
So the question is, if the shot callers came out on top, who would they want to face? Of course, we want to face the Highway Hellraisers because I just don't see the chemistry, or as the young gun would say, the cohesion in the Lifeblood. After their leader so happily vanished.
The Wish version of Lifeblood.
I don't think they have what it's going to take. So, the shot callers, we come out on top, we'll be looking for them.
All right. So we'll bring our one other person on here a second. Young Gun, as the heir of reality, I know they're looking to get a shot at whoever wins that tag team title. So I want to let you spitball both the Highway Hellraisers against the Lifeblood and the Shot Callers against the Legendary Story.
So I'm going to start with Lifeblood versus the Highway Hellraisers. I got the Hellraisers winning, even though I don't want to boost their egos more, but I do have them winning, and I actually have them winning on a landslide. I feel as though they're one of the most cohesive teams left here. When it comes to just being a solid tag team, Rig and Heathen, they're tit for tat, yin and yang. They can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a feeling that they're gonna definitely impress in that semifinal. Now, as for the Shot Callers versus the Legendary Story, that one's tough. That one's a tough one because Bossellini and A-List, those cats are serious. But you're going up against two legends. They're not called the Legendary Story for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Tin Man and Storyteller, from firsthand experience, are the real deal. So I think that match is going to be closer. And at the moment, I can't call it because that's a tough one for me. But that's a hard one to call for the Legendary Story versus Shot Callers.
All right. Well, Mary Sue, we're going to come to you in just a second. As soon as we welcome to the show the one half of the Legendary Story, the Storyteller. Storyteller, I know you're listening. We're going to come to you in just a minute.
Intern Kyle, are you okay up there?
Intern Kyle, wake up.
What? Huh?
You're still working. You're still on the clock. You can't sleep on the job. We talked about this.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because, I stayed over at my Aunt Karen's house, and Dr. Perpendicular come over to watch movies, and they kept making noises all night long, and my Aunt Karen said they was having a somersault contest in the bedroom, and apparently Dr. Perpendicular won or something. I don't know.
Don't lie.
When
You
we
was
talk
that
about
way.
this. You can't sleep on the job. You do it again, I'm gonna have to dock your pay.
You don't sign my checks, bro. Chill
Yes,
out.
I do. I sign
With
your
that
check.
being said, Mary Sue, as a member of the Rage of Sue, I know you and Ivan Rage are also looking to try and get yourself a shot at the 19 times when they're finally crowned. So I want you also, the Highway Hellraisers Lifeblood and the Legendary Shot Callers. Give me your thoughts.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say the Hellraisers are going to win.
All right.
Like everyone else said, they have the chemistry. But I have to say, I think the shot callers are going to win and go against them, and I hope they beat their asses.
In your dreams.
All righty. So now we've heard from it. So let's hear the other half. I let Bossolini figure out who he wanted to face. So we're going to do it for you, Storyteller. We're going to take Devil's Advocate. The legendary story moves on to the finals. Do you want to face the Highway Hellraisers or the Lifeblood, and why?
I want a shot at the Hellraisers. We've got some unfinished business from a long time ago, and
Yes, we do. Bring it.
I got some bones to grind. Apparently, Riggs got some gears to grind too, so that's the one I'm shooting for. But you know, me and Tin Man won our match against the Arrow of Reality with 20 minutes of prep time. What do you think's going to happen now that we've had 2 weeks? You know, everybody wants to count us out because we're last minute, but it's Tin Man and the Storyteller. You know?
And
I will say that was a really close fight between those two teams. That was the match. That was one great match, power match.
Yeah.
All right, so Highway Hellraisers. I did it for the Shot Callers representative here, Bossolini, and I did it for the Legendary Story representative, the Storyteller. We're going to again presume that you guys move forward. That I know you guys say it's foregone conclusion. We don't know, so we're playing devil's advocate. We're trying to be fair to all of our great promo artists. If the Highway Hellraisers are in the finals, would you rather face the Legendary Story or the Shot Callers, and why?
Go ahead, brother.
well, as Storyteller there said, we got unfinished business. However, the Highway Hellraisers actually want good competition and not makeshift legends. So, truthfully, I have never personally faced Boss or A-lister, and I want to prove to each and every person that me and my brother can take on either team and blow them out the water like we've done since we've been in the tag team division, period, and prove that ain't nobody a boss or a shot caller of a damn thing, and ain't nobody legendary. But if I had to choose between the two, myself personally, I want shot caller.
All right. Ethan, did you have anything you wanted to add?
My brother, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree because I know you've already done it. I need a shot at Tin Man, regardless if it's tag match or not. He's been running his mouth about me a little bit too much. He's been in my ear every so often. So now I need to go out and do what you did and finally shut him up permanently. And when it comes to Boss, there is some unfinished business there for sure. Because nobody wants to take into account of the injury that I suffered of that match with Bossolini. Everybody just wants to sweep that under the rug. So now that I'm 100%, I think it's going to be closer. So honestly, if I, as Riggs said, if I had to choose, I want the Legendary Story.
Hey, brother, like I said, it don't matter which one we face. We're going to blow them out the water, so it's fine.
All right.
That
Now, from intern Kyle, all the research he's done for the promo Damas, and then we'll finish up with Brick on this. So what two teams are going to be in the finals? Is it going to be the Shot Callers the legendary story? And is it going to be the Highway Hellraisers or the Lifeblood?
Man, yeah, I think it's gonna be legendary story and the Highway Hellraisers because I mean you don't get a better tag team match than that. Like it's not just gonna burn the building down; it's gonna burn the building down, rebuild the building, and then burn it back down again. Man, you can't get a better tag team.
All righty. So, Promo Damas, give us the follow-up here. We'll go into a commercial. Then we got a huge announcement.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to disagree with Incher Kyle there. I think it's going to be the Shot Callers versus the Hellraisers just due to the experience and the more cohesion of the two groups. That's my pick, is those two
All right.
groups.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we got some huge news about upcoming tag team matches.
FTW Premier Promo League. The Promo Performance Alliance. Wrestling Geeks and Pariahs. The Voice of Honor. And Heart and Soul Promotions presents a showcase for everyone. The Champion Showcase, coming in June 2022.
And we're back. That's right. It's a good thing we brought that up. The Champion Showcase coming up. The date is not officially signed yet, but I want to make this announcement. Whoever does not move forward to the finals, that means the losers of the semifinals, they will compete on April 28th to determine the next number one contender, the first number one contender for the tag team titles. They will face whoever's the tag team champions on our May 12th show. And whoever wins that match will face the loser in the finals on our June show. Our first June show match, tag team match, is announced.
Yes, many more matches to come, but that is definitely going to be interesting to see who's there in June.
So we're going to find out who those are, but whoever fills those bills, they will be in those matches.
Oh, yeah. I want to move on to another big match here because this is two competitors that are up and comers here. And I'm talking about the Young Gun and Dax Snow. And we got Young Gun right on here on screen. That's what I like to see. Young Gun, how have you been preparing for this match?
So I had to take in consideration a lot of other showings of Dax Snow. I looked at some work that he did over in VOH. I've seen his last match that he had against my tag team partner, Mr. Wallace, and I really had to analyze his style and analyze his swag and understand why he is called the Prodigy, and then tear that all down and tell him why I am here in HSP to be the newest fasting rising star on the block. So I'm excited for y'all to see the work there.
I'm looking forward to that too, definitely.
Definitely. Big match. Brick, this is two up-and-comers. You've seen them both here a little bit. You've done your analysis throughout the promo world. How do you see this shaking up?
I think this could be like almost match of the night. I think both are hungry for a win. They're both confident in their styles. Their two different styles are going to clash. In my personal opinion, the more confident is the Young Gun in this one. I feel like with that confident and the arrogance, it's going to definitely beat out Dax Snow on this one.
All righty. Intern Kyle, what do you think?
I totally got to say that I agree. Young Gun's going to come on top, but it's for a different reason. I know, he plays it hard and he's trying not to seem like it messed with him. But we know that Young Gun, you ain't got to hide it, bro. You ain't got to hide it. We know you're still steaming from that loss against the legendary Story. So he's got a lot of anger, bro. Like, he's got a lot of fierce and a lot of, fire. And I'm going to tell you right now, the other guy, he ain't got a mane. He ain't old enough to have a mane. You know what I mean? Like, he can't roar. He's the mouse. Young Gun's the lion, man. Like, Young Gun, blast that fool of Ray, bro. I got money riding on you, dog.
Heathen, because you know a lot about Dax Snow, and you know a good bit about Young Gun here. I believe you've met both of these guys. How do you feel this is going to shake up in your eyes?
I've seen Dax Snow in multiple promo feds. I've seen Young Gun in multiple promo feds. But the thing is, all I've really seen out of Young Gun so far was he talked all that trash about the tag tournament, how they were going to win it all, and they didn't even make it past, round 2? They made it to round 2 and lost?
Bruh, we were supposed to face a whole different tag team and ended up facing 2 of the best competitors here in HSP.
Sounds like excuses.
That don't matter.
Well, we don't want to get into that. We want to let the arbitrator finish their investigation.
Yes.
Regardless, I don't think Young Gun's ready for Dax Snow. I don't think he's ready in the least, because there's more research that could be done about Dax Snow if only you search far enough. And from the stuff that I've seen Dax Snow do, that I guarantee you Young Gun's not even seen, Young Gun ain't ready. So I think Dax Snow's going to blow him out of the water.
Ooh, wow. All righty. So let's go to Storyteller now. Storyteller used to be in an alliance with Dax Snow and just recently got to face off with the Young Guns. So you have firsthand knowledge of how both of these two compete. What's your thoughts?
Remember about a year ago, first time I ever stepped in a promo ring was against Dax Snow. I won then. Young Gun and Mr. Wallace were tough opponents. If I'm being real, because me and Tin Man had no time to prepare, I fully expected to lose that match, because they are, and Young Gun himself is just a strong competitor. I think I got to go on with Young Gun on this one. I think he's hungry. He's got the fire, and I think Dax Snow is just kind of along for the ride. I've been unimpressed with him, if I'm being honest.
All righty. So, Mary Sue, you're looking to get yourself into a title picture. Neither of these two gentlemen yet are in singles title matches. So, if you had to face one of these two, who do you look forward to facing the most, and why?
Well, they're both pretty good, but I'm going to have to say Young Gun because he just seems like he has more fire to spit.
Okay. All right. Bossolini, I know you're familiar with both these men.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty familiar with both of them. And, Young Gun, he is hungry, nice little lion. But what a lot of people are forgetting is Dax Snow is looking for revenge. And since he can't get his hands on Mr. Wallace, why not take it out on his tag team partner? Also, since I had my feelers out checking on these people, it came to my attention that Dax Snow is a champion. He's carrying a federation on his back. So I'm pretty sure Dax Snow knows what it takes to get out there and win a big match. So I'm going to put my money on Dax Snow, which means I got to agree with the Heathen.
All righty. So, Rig, thank you for coming back with us. We know you had to take Mad Dog out for a walk. Did you clean up afterwards?
No, I mean, he pestered the hell out of me, which is the only thing he's good at. So I had to dip out and handle business, but it is what it is. I'm back now, and now ratings can go up. Now
we know you've been listening in. And what's your thoughts?
It's interesting, really, because you have young BB going there that thinks he's some type of hot shit and brags about winning on a silver platter and claims that he's top notch over the highway.
Because I am.
I'm talking. You don't even shut up. Cheap plug here. I'll be seeing you again real soon, young gun, here real quick at FTW, and I'll show you that I can still beat you. Anyway, it's funny that Boss brings up that Dak is a champion. He's not a champion for no reason. Now, I will say my wish has been granted, and he won't be champion for long because I'm fixing to take it. But I got to agree with my brother, and sadly, as bad as I hate to, I got to agree with Boss, and my money is on Dak Snow. However, because both of them are all right, I don't believe it's going to be a landslide victory. I believe it's going to be very, very close, if not a coin flip.
All right. Internet intern Kyle, thank you for raising your hand.
Did I hear it right, Rick, bro? Did you say Dak Snow was a champion?
Clean the earwax out of your ears. Two people said he's a champion.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't hold any belts or championship titles in Heart and Souls. So if he holds a championship somewhere, it's in a galaxy far, far away, which means you don't know what the hell you're talking about. If it ain't got to do with Heart and Souls, you need to shut your fucking mouth, bro.
No. You see, we
Remember,
are
intern Kyle.
I say what I want.
Remember, intern Kyle, inside voice, please.
This don't look like a
I'm
galaxy
just
far,
saying.
far away.
Kyle getting mad spicy.
I'm just saying, Rick doesn't understand that a Medicaid card and a miniskirt don't go together.
All right. Young Gun and Dak Snow.
Too damn stupid to realize somebody's talking to him and asking him a question.
Take your kid off the screen.
All right, Brick, are you frozen?
No. What did
I asked to give you a chance to chime in on the Young Gun and Dak Snow?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to somebody else for a second, but yes, I already put in my.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had asked you or not, so I wanted to make sure we gave you a chance to speak up. All right, so one last match here. I want to kind of get the feel for everybody. It's the big main event match here. The main event, the Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, that's right. You had a. So did we get that contract, or are we still working it?
We're still working it right now.
Still working it. Okay, we got another sponsor. We're working on finalizing the details on that contract. Once that's cleared up, we're going to go ahead and make that announcement. Hopefully,
That's right.
so the main event. Making his first title defense in a Fatal 4-Way, because the Fatal 4-Way was planned whether it was Storyteller or the American Roughneck. Yes. But the American Roughneck in his first title defense with Bossolini and Mr. Wallace.
I mean, you've got the best of the best in this match. This is definitely a tough man's match here.
Yeah.
You've got people who have held gold throughout the promo world. You've got, only one man has not won a world title. I'm wondering if he is going to come out there and win this one. Boss, what do you got to say about that?
Let's see. Let's be real. Everybody know that the one person that hasn't held a title in any Fed is me. So I'm coming out swinging. I'm coming at everybody's judgment. If the Storyteller was there, I was going to try to put my foot on his neck too. I don't care who's out there. My tag partner, Mr. Wallace, said I'm gonna give him respect. I'm gonna put the Mr. on in front, and then I'm gonna step on him too. And then the Roughneck Nation. Nation or what? All I know is it's going to be a fight. And if any of them come in thinking that it's not going to be a fight, they're going to find out why they call me the boss. Because I ain't playing no game.
All right.
Well, before we get to anybody else, I think we got to pay homage to the man that's coming in here, the Pure Heart champion, the American Roughneck.
Hey, what's up? How are you guys doing tonight?
Welcome, champ. So we just heard from one of your opponents, Bossolini. Your first title defense is a fatal four-way match. You are kind of the king of the fatal four-ways here. You've been in 3, and you've won all 3. What's your feel on this? Is this going to be close? Is this going to be a tough fight, or is this going to be a walk-away?
Look, any match in the HSP is not a walk-away. Doesn't matter. Nobody walks away. There's nothing easy. Every one of them is a battle, and tomorrow's a battle, and we'll see. Do I feel good? I always feel good. Fatal four-ways, they're my jam. But I got 3 top competitors.
All righty.
I mean, there's only a 25% chance that the American Roughneck will retain the title.
That's correct.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, Bossolini.
There's nobody on the panel. But Mr. Wallace, I keep seeing you in the comments. Why don't you step up on the screen and be a real man and address us like a man?
All righty. All right, so break this match down for us. This huge fatal four-way against arguably the 4 toughest men to battle at one time, all fighting it out against each other.
I mean, this is probably the biggest championship match we've had since the tournament. I mean, any one of them could have been a main event. This is like a main event of the main event. I mean, you have 1 in 25 for Roughneck to win, 1 in 25 for anybody to win. There's a whole bunch of experience in here, former champions, current champions. It is going to be tough, but for me, looking at the historical background, looking at Roughneck's past, I'm going to go with Roughneck, in my personal opinion, because historically speaking, each champion that we've had, they've always retained at least once for right now.
We've only had 1 champion.
Well, we've had 2. We've
had 2.
Storyteller and we have Hollywood Haywood. So, I mean, 2 champions.
But with history and Roughneck's history of being undefeated in fatal four-ways, this is going to be his toughest match. I feel like if he comes out with this, he could be champion for quite a while. So I'm going with American Roughneck in this one.
All right. So
but it's going to be super close.
Storyteller, not to disrespect you in any way, shape, or form, but I want you first to pigeonhole the fatal four-way and then play a little hindsight. If you had retained against the Roughneck, what you would have felt as your match in that fatal four-way, how it would have gone.
Well,
Keyboard warrior.
Roughneck's the only person to have beaten me thus far, and he had to face me twice to do it. That's a rubber match we'll get to someday. But he's also in his element in a fatal four-way. I got to give it to Roughneck.
Right.
If the roles were reversed, I have some experience with 4 or 5 ways matches, but still, it would have been the first time that I hadn't defended the title in a singles match, so the stakes would be that much higher. Bossolini, A-List, they're so in retrospect, kind of glad Roughneck has to take this one on.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and I agree. I would definitely love to see that rubber match of Storyteller and the American Roughneck.
Woo, definitely. Heathen. What do
Yes,
you
sir.
think about this four-way? Who do you think's coming out on top on this?
Damn, that's actually one of the toughest matches that I'd ever have to try to call. Because, as everybody said, Roughneck's in his element in the Fatal 4-Way. And who else is in this Fatal 4-Way?
Bossellini,
Roughneck.
Alverson, and Mr. Wallace.
Well, Mr. Wallace has already proved that he can't get the job done on a big screen. So that's out. A-List has also dropped the ball in title matches. Boss ain't really had the chance to drop the ball yet, but it's coming. So I got to go with Roughneck. I'll leave it at that.
All righty, really quick, we had Joe Bob Daniels stop in and say hello, gentlemen. Welcome, Joe Bob Daniels, to joining us on the chat today.
Yo, Bob.
Yo, Bob.
That's all I can say.
All right, so Young Gun, you have that intimate knowledge of Mr. Wallace. Go ahead and recap this Fatal 4-Way for us and give us your thoughts.
So, to touch on a couple of things, because my tag team partner isn't here to defend himself, boss, that's not smoke you want. You see, when you faced off against the era of reality, you didn't even face off against the right era of reality. You didn't face off against the Young Gun. And you see, it's a bit of revenge coming into this match when it comes to Roughneck, because Roughneck edged my man's out in that last Fatal 4-Way to get a shot at the Storyteller, as well as A-List Alverson. You know, so it's a little bit of heat coming into this. And knowing Mr. Wallace as well as I do, he's the type of cat, he doesn't forget. So I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to pick my tag team partner, Mr. Wallace, to close this out.
Of course you will.
Oh, shut up, Greg. Shut up.
We'll just go ahead and take your money now, fight.
He's been slinking around in the shadows, but he's come out into the light to join us here for this talk here. Welcome, the villain.
Oh, God.
All right. So we'll come to you in a minute, villain. We're talking the Fatal 4-Way. Let's go to Rig.
I thought you were going to ask if you want to say one of the greats for last. I understand. Fatal 4-Way. It's going to be a tough match. I will give you that. But as I stated earlier, A-Lister, Bossellini, both are great competitors that I would love to face. And let's just face it, I've done 12 profile angle. Pure Heart's my game. I've had my own title since it got created, and I'm coming for it. So I'd love to face all competitors no matter who wins, especially Mr. Wallace, because, well, I need to prove to him that he don't have shit like he thinks because he got to shoot over my brother if he went 100%. But
hey, Rig. Guarantee you, after tomorrow, all three of their schedules will be open for you to play with them.
No.
I mean, my schedule might be open, but I'll still be holding the title. So we just figure out what you got to do with yourself.
Which comes to the Roughneck?
Hey, Bossellini, I hope you're sitting in the. You know what? I can't even go. I can't even.
Come on, open your mouth. Spit it out.
I was going to say, I hope you're in the maternity ward because you got a better chance of getting pregnant.
See, here's the thing, Junior. I'm going to break this down for you, okay?
Because he does this little baby back kiss us, ringside with Roughneck, has no success, and then won't find and complain on gimmick and because my show is best. I've been eyeballing Roughneck from even previous fans, and now that he's got the gold I want to prove that he ain't nothing but mid-card at best and got lucky.
All right, so let's go to the villain now. You heard kind of the mentions here. What's your thoughts on this? I know you're looking to get eventually into the title picture. So, what's your thoughts on this main event title match?
Honestly, it's going to be a tough one to pick because you have Bossellini, who has pretty much been all over the place from promo groups to promo group and has held gold pretty much everywhere he's been. You have A-List, who is pretty much technically on fire as it is. Then you got Mr. Wallace, who probably in Revolution threw one of probably the best promos I've seen from him to date, and still came out with a loss against A-List on that. So he's coming to rebound off of that one. And then probably the man that has probably a better beard than I do, and then you have the Roughneck. And having faced the Roughneck before he went on to face the Storyteller, I don't know. I can't pick that match. It's too close to call. If I'm going to throw money on it, I'm going to go with the man that has pretty much won gold everywhere he's gone to, and that would be Bossellini.
Ooh, that's going to be a great match here. So, anybody would not get a chance to chime in on the main event before we go into the final thoughts? All right, so we had somebody who's backstage in catering. He wants to come on, but we do have to wrap it up here. I apologize. But we're going to take it into the final thoughts, and we're going to go ahead and start with the champ, American Roughneck.
Look, it's going to be a good day tomorrow. I mean, all the way around, everybody. This show is loaded from top to bottom, from bottom to top, left to right. The only ones that are really winning are the people watching.
All righty. That's a quick final thought. All right. Heathen, final thoughts.
I think tomorrow's card is going to be one of the best cards that HSP's had so far. And all I can say is I hope Mr. Faison has a good time watching us move on from the sidelines. Because he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Mr. Wallace, as I said, he ain't getting the job done. I'm hoping American Roughneck retains. And when it comes to everything else, I'll discuss later.
All right, Rig.
Don't really have much more to say that I ain't already said, but I will say this. Boss talks so much shit, he claims that the Jump Balls tag team is going to be the main event, and it's not. Therefore, he's taking his facts right. Roughneck, I'll see you soon, should you retain. And Villain, I got your number. One last thing. Wallace, you're a bitch. You're too scared to get on screen.
Storyteller.
Gonna be a hell of a show. Good luck, Roughneck.
Thank you.
Shot callers, we're coming for you. And if I could get real for a second, Rig, I loved Roadside with Rig. That was awesome. I loved watching Cooking with Ivan Rage, and I loved painting the story. I'm going to be making a video in the next day or so where I'm going to give away the painting I did in the first video, painting the story. But other than that, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Definitely right.
Looks like Tin Man has some thoughts.
Yes, Tin Man.
It's going to be a knockout show. It's going to be a bang-up show. It's going to be a great show. Shot callers ain't going to be too very shot calling. They're not going to be able to call anything at all. It's going to be the legendary Story and the Highway Hellraisers in the finals of the tag team match. That's just the way it's going to be. As far as who's going to win, we'll talk about that next week. But the main thing about it is, Rig, if you ever talk to one of the HSP's interns the way you did Kyle, I promise you right now, I am going to grab your little round belly and I'm going to roll you down a muddy hill and I'm going to put your truck in neutral and run it down that hill and smush your little round monkey ass. Because nobody gives two. Shut the hell up when I'm talking to you.
Shut
you
up.
sorry sack of shit. Nobody gives. Nobody gives. Hey, nobody gives two fucking shits what that's no deal.
Hey, come on. Hey,
where's the mute job? Where's the mute
calm
job?
down.
Get him off the screen.
Calm down.
Calm down.
It's my fucking fault, though. You little
Come
shit
on.
raiser.
Come on.
We're busy. He was quick clicking here. We apologize for that there, folks. Young Gun, final thoughts.
Ooh, let me get myself together after that. First off, tomorrow is going to be an excellent show. I'm so excited for Lions Roar. I'm excited to face off against Jack Snow. And as for what the Heathen said in his words, I respect it. I understand you finally done won the big one, but you still haven't beat the young gun 1-on-1. So I know you got that hate in your heart. I know it hurts you. I know it stings that such a B-rate promo artist has your number, but it's okay. And I got one final thing to say. In a couple of weeks, FTW will be hosting FTW Mania. And if you haven't been paying attention, I have issued an open challenge to all competitors across all promotions. And that means heart and soul too. So if you want to come over to the home of the young gun, I don't care if you call shots. I don't care if you fancy yourself as a villain. I don't care if you're made a 10. I don't care if you're an American who has a roughneck. Come on over and feel the shot of the young gun.
All right. Brick, your final thoughts.
I think it's going to be a great show. But I think the biggest person that's talks shit in here is Rig. Rig, you come after my intern again. I want to make sure we're in an unsanctioned match, and I will whoop your ass.
Come on.
And I will make you humble.
Make you humble. Go down. We're trying to wrap the show down.
Dylan, take us home.
Alone. But this will be a great show. I think it's going to be very entertaining. I think we still have to listen from the boss, and then it's villain. Am I right?
All right, and villain, take us home.
I think Bossolini still has to talk first.
Boss, you want to go first?
Boss said his final thought. He just showed Boss. He had his chance.
Boss hasn't said a goddamn word, you stupid.
We actually asked Boss for a final thought, and Boss showed us the picture on the phone.
We did. We didn't know if he had a final thought.
It's done.
No,
Boss.
you were still talking to the roughneck when I did that.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to give a final thought there, Boss? Go ahead.
All right. So first thing, before I go any further, Roughneck, I know you're gone, but I'm gonna wish you, A-List, and Mr. Wallace the best in the match. Because I know it's gonna be a knockout, drag out, slobber knocker. Legendary story since both y'all are on the screen. I'm gonna tell the whole HSP world that I believe this match is gonna be the first one where both teams put out a 60-point production. So may the best team win. The match, it's gonna be a card that's gonna be so epic that you don't want to miss one match. Not even from the so-called mid-card all the way to the top. So, Young Gun, you and Dak Snow, two of the young lions out here. I hope y'all tear it down where they make it where the main event has to go that much further to stand out. So I want to see y'all do your best. And those are my final thoughts.
All right. Dylan, go ahead.
As everyone has said, the show is going to be pretty much epic. What is it? WrestleMania's word is stupendous, so I don't want to kind of steal from it, but I'm going to. It's going to be a stupendous show. I'm going to start this off in order. Rig, how can you have my number?
What? I can't hear you. What?
Hey, then why don't you turn up your hearing aid, you little dumb son of a bitch?
It ain't got nothing to do with hearing aids. It's got to do with background noise or
So
something.
you're tucking your tail between your legs. I threw out the
I
challenge.
just
You did not take it. So you tuck your tail.
Let's wind up. Hold on, everybody. Let's let Dylan talk. We're trying to wind the show down.
So, Rig, you tuck your tail between your legs and you run. Now, I wish you and your tag team partner, the Heathen, a best of luck in your match because, Heathen, I did not mean to disrespect the Highway Hellraisers and leave them out of that opportunity because I see you and Legendary Story going on to the finals. And I did not mean to disrespect you and your tag team partner only in that fact. Young Gun, you want to run your mouth about you need a match for STW and you're going to give it to anybody who wants to throw a challenge. Well, why don't you start penciling me in, maybe write it in pen, highlight it, make it big, bold, and gold, because I'll take you on that challenge. That's my thoughts.
Wow, you heard it here first.
I did hear it here.
All righty.
Well, with all that being said,
yeah, join us tomorrow, 5:30 Central Time, where we have the pre-show starting up for Lions Roar.
Lions Roar, big match, big show, 5:30 Eastern Time, with special analyst on there. The
5:30 Central, 6:30.
6:30 Eastern, excuse me. The special analyst coming on, the Soulfire champion, Hollywood Haywood. We'll see you then.
Believe in AEP.